flower, deliciously devoured by your kisses. Irresistible, delectable waves that you are emitting. Sensations that I feel, I gotta keep it real, real, real. Circling it deep, you know it makes me weak to my knees. I am craving your euphoria. Oh, free for the rush of our touch, nothing else to discuss. Sensations that I feel, I gotta keep it real, real, real. Circling it deep, you know it makes me weak to my You've been wanting to get away. I've been trying to find a place for you and I to recite emotions, take us for the night. Why don't we just hit the waves, hit the J and get away? Euphoria, euphoria. You've been wanting to get away. I've been trying to find a place for you and I to recite emotions, take us for the night. Why don't we just hit the waves, hit the J and get away? Euphoria.
Ew. It's your girl, Mina Mendoza, little girl, big personality, queen of spice. Yes, yes, yes. We here is Mina Wednesdays. We feeling good today. It's beautiful. It's not raining out, and I don't got allergies. And yes, we got extra special spicy guests with us. We got the beautiful Delianny, CEO of Delightful Beauty Products. Yes. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great.
Yeah. Just talk a little bit closer to the mic, love. Yes, you look great. You look beautiful.
Thank
You look
you.
beautiful. So yes, who we got in the check-in right now? The check-in is lit already. Yeah. Shout out to Blaze. Shout out to Amanda. Amanda stay. Yo, Amanda stay in the check-in. She actually has a class right now, and the fact that she's looking at the check-in right now. Well, she's actually watching the show. I love you, girl. Love you, girl, because I know what you're doing right now. I know what you're doing right now. And then we also got Delia Maldonado.
Delia.
Who's that?
That's my friend.
Hi, friend. Hi, friend. Hi, friend. Yes, women empowerment. So, yes, we love this. We love this. I hope you like the show. Thank you for checking in. Just some quick little announcements before we actually start the show. So, just to let you know, your girl is on Apple and Spotify. So, please give me a thumbs up, you know. Ew. So, yeah, your girl's doing big things. Mina Mendoza doing big things. Yes, and also YouTube channel. If you could give a thumbs up, subscribe, like, everything and above but the block button. Do everything, you know. But yes, follow your girl. Yes, that part. So another thing I want to talk about is the giveaway. Delianny, you've seen the giveaway already.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of feeling good, smelling good type of products. So yeah, the giveaway is still happening. Just a quick little like synopsis of it, just in case if anybody who had missed it. I'm having a Lush giveaway, and the rules are really simple. All you have to do is follow the Instagram account, follow the YouTube account, and also the post is the third post on my Instagram. All you got to do is share the post. Share the post, tag me, and the prizes are really dope. You got a first prize, 3 bath bombs, a whole skincare regimen. First of all, it's Snow Fairy. Snow Fairy itself is only available during December, so you're already getting an exclusive product right there.
Yeah.
That part. You also get 3 bath bombs, and you also get some ocean salt self-preserving face and body scrub. We already know that's mad good. And you get Boom Toothie tabs. That's charcoal toothie tabs. They're vegan, they're travel friendly, and that's just the first prize. We also got a second prize. The second prize is pretty dope. It brings a lotion, a baked Alaska soap that only comes out in December. We also got Down the Rabbit body scrub, which I actually used today. I swear. So good. Lots of oils, rice spits to exfoliate skin. And then you get Mr. Lubba Lubba Bath Bomb, Valentine exclusive. Ew. Hey, we said it at the same time. Yo, imagine two Mina Mendozas. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. That'd be dope, though.
It would.
I got Barb looking at me like, nah. Too spicy. Too spicy. All right. So definitely, guys, let me just remind you again. Share the post, which is the third post on my Instagram. Make sure you follow the Instagram. And most importantly, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Everybody who's tapped in right now, subscribe. Support your girl, Mina Mendoza. And yeah, that's about it. May the spiciest person win. And we are closing the contest when we reach 250 subscribers. And we're practically almost there. So yeah, guys, let's make it happen. Let's smell good, feel good, all that. And plus, it's expensive and nice, and it's free. Free is my favorite number. Isn't it yours? Just saying. But yeah, so let me get to my spicy guest. We got Delianny in the bed. Isn't she hot? She looks so good. She's so pretty. Yes.
Look at you.
Look at you.
We haven't seen each other like out of work like this.
Yo,
so
facts.
It's like...
Facts. It's like, yo, I saw you come in. I was like, who that? Who that? I was like, oh my gosh, she looked gorgeous.
Thank you.
Yes, girl. So how you feeling? How you feeling overall?
I'm good. I mean, this is my first live, so I'm a little...
First interview?
Yeah. Well, you can say that, yeah.
Okay. How you feel with, like, your first interview?
A little, like, nervous.
But
okay. I'm good.
She nervous, but she look mad good, though. That don't even matter. Yeah, so people got the check-in. Yes. We got Lola Lopez. We got, Dennis is in the check-in right now. Yes, Cousin Love, all of that. And also we got Nadine Blanco. Sorry, not Blanca. Blanco. We got the Santa squad in here. So, yes, let's get this interview started.
Ooh, okay.
Let's get this started. So we know a little bit about how you're feeling. So introduce me your brand. What's your brand's name?
Ooh, my brand's name is Delightful Beauty. And on Instagram, I'm Delightful Beauty Products.
Okay.
You know, nice and simple.
Yes.
I started back in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
After I lost my job, I got inspired by
Wait, what happened?
So
you say you lost your job.
Yeah, I just got let go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, but what happened? Like,
so, first, what happened was I took vacation that I mounted, and then all of a sudden they were like, you can't take off, and I said, oh no, why not? Like, everybody else, like managers, everybody took off, but then a regular employee that I've been working there for 2 years, I couldn't take off, and I said, I never took off. I have sick days, everything, and I just wanted to take a week off, and they said no, and I said, and I still went.
Did they say why though?
No,
that's so rude. No,
they wanted to take off, so they wanted the employees to be there, like to cover and stuff like that.
Out of pocket for that shit.
Yo, for real. I don't like
Way
that. Yeah, that part. We don't like that. We don't like that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say where it is.
Nah, you don't got to. You don't even got to. So okay, so you got laid off of your job, and what happened?
From there, I really didn't know what to do. School was online because of COVID. My mental health wasn't there. So I was just like going with the flow, a lot of emotions. And then my boyfriend was like, well, do one of your hobbies, start doing one of your hobbies and like market it, sell it. And I was like, okay. And one of them was making products.
Okay.
So I kind of like always would give him products. And the name before Delightful Beauty, like before it was even official, was Del's Concoctions. I'm dead. Don't ask me why. It was just that.
We love it though. We love it. The trial and errors. We love it.
That was before it was even a thing. And then he was like, you should start like a business. And I was like, should I? He's like, go for it. So he kind of pushed me. And then I went with it and then rolled out from there.
So I'm curious. So was your boyfriend the guinea pig?
For a little bit, because he's
that
so
she was
lazy.
Like, he was. He was like, you around. I just made this lotion. Give me your arm.
Yeah, like, even if I told him, like, wear this, wear that, he would do it for 2 seconds.
Oh.
But because, like, some people like the maintenance, he didn't. I don't know if it's just, like... He liked to come home and wash his face with water. I don't even know what. And that's like go to sleep.
Yeah, I'm dead.
So like for him, he was like just my guinea pig for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
But he was supportive. So
okay. So When you say this was a hobby, I'm curious. Like, so you were just making products at home for fun?
Well, I would just make stuff for me. If I saw something I wanted I didn't have, I was like, I want to make it. So I would look for how to make it and make it my own. What did I have in hand? Because, I can't order in bulk.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just go to stores and be like, oh, I wanted this, that.
Yeah.
But it wasn't nothing official. Like, even my whole family knows I like to mix things together. You told me this and that. The first thing, like...
It's like, you're going to buy it? Nah, Delianny can make it. They're like, don't buy it. Delianny gives you a call. Yo, listen, so you got to make this.
They were good. They were very supportive. Like, when I came out with that, even, like, my bad batches, they were like, I'll buy it for you.
Oh.
And, like, my uncle, he would slip me a couple more money in there. I'm like, no. But, like,
That's
I was
amazing.
starting out, so.
That's amazing. So what was the first product you ever made?
It would say lotion.
Lotion.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, you got to walk me through the process, Delianny. Because, look, I've never made anything. I'm like, wait, except for my son. That's different. Pero, like, what did you do? Like, what was the first thing that you needed to know that you needed to buy?
Oils. That was the first thing.
What type of oils?
So it depended, like, on your needs. Okay. First, I started with what was in my house. I had coconut oil, olive oil, just easy oils, right? I had that. Then I knew you have to have an emulsion. So then I searched up, okay, I need something to bind this because water and oil doesn't combine.
Yeah.
So then I searched up for something, like, natural, something that was just easy.
To emulsify it? Like, make it stick together? Mm-hmm. Okay, I got you.
I got that. And then you just needed water. But, you got to make sure the water's, like, distilled and as less bacteria as possible.
Yes.
And, of course, because it has water, you need what's that called? Why am I blanking?
So we said oils. We said water. We said the emulsifier.
Oh.
A preservative?
Yes.
Okay.
And I wanted to, again, go as natural as possible because I was like, I don't want anything that might break me out, because I have sensitive skin, so it's like you could slap me, I could get red.
Oh my God. No la toca.
So I literally was like, okay, I need something natural, and that's when I was like, maybe I should start doing more natural products.
Okay.
And that's when it clicked, and I was like, I feel like that's a niche. Like, let me, like, go into that.
Absolutely.
So then when I started just making it, the first batch was okay, but it went bad fast.
How fast?
Like, in a week, you would, like, start seeing, like, mold and stuff. And I was like, okay, I cannot sell this.
Yeah.
And even though when I improved it, I did sell it. And then there were some customers, friends and family. They were like, oh, like, some mold is starting to grow on it. So
Mija, ¿qué?
Yeah.
That's what my aunt would be. She's like, mija, with the face like, ¿qué esto?
Yeah.
Esto normal. Is this normal?
They would ask me, and I was like, no, I'm so sorry. But then I was also learning, so I was telling them, like, don't worry. And then I fixed my formulation because, you just got to keep adding a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And then I noticed that, like, pH played a big part of it. So I had to switch my preservative because I didn't really know how to work with it at the time. I don't know. Everything was just so meticulous.
Yes.
Until you have, like, the right formulation.
Okay.
So
I love this. I love how, like, strategic this is going down. We also have the fourth goat in the building. Thank you for tuning in. Love that. So let's continue this interview. So we asked you the name of your brand. What is it about? So would you say you wanting to do your own skincare was inspired by, like, yourself? Like, again, like, you just wanted to do it on your own? Like,
yeah.
So, like, lip gloss, anything like that, you were just like, I could do that?
Basically. I never liked... Because, there was at one point, when I was little, I couldn't buy my stuff. So then I was like, okay, what about if I mix this together? And then growing up, I like to have skills. I've always played sports and stuff. And I'm like, okay, I don't really know anything else, but I know I'm a visual learner.
Yes.
So you could teach me something, and I feel like I would pick it up. And I was like, okay, well, I like to do this. I started when I was younger with makeup. I got really good with hair. Good, like, little things you just tell me, and I was like, wait, I want to start being skilled at other things. You know what I mean? Like, just to be able to do it by myself.
Yes.
And then I took a lot of them, like, as a hobby. And then, one of them, which was this, my boyfriend was like, well, you should be making money out of it. This is something that you can make people are gonna like, and you can sell them.
That part.
Yeah.
That part.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, tell your boyfriend to hop in the check-in. He's the
I
base
don't-
supporter. Where he at? Where he at?
I sent him the link.
Yo, that was well. All right, he'll hop on. He'll hop on. So the name of your brand, you said it was called Deli's Concoctions.
So the first, it was Dell's Concoction.
Dell's Concoctions.
Yeah. It was
What
so weird.
made you not go with that? Like, what made you change your mind?
I don't know. I just didn't like the cog sound of the.
I'm dead. She was like, I just don't like the ring of that on my tongue.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then when I was actually officially starting, I wanted to call it Delicious.
Okay.
And then my mom was like, that sounds like if you're selling food. And I was like, oh, yeah, like, because I wanted to keep Dell in the name.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, well, I want something that's like sounds nice,
Mm-hmm.
but also good for like a beauty brand.
Yes.
And then that's when I was just like, delightful, like, delightful. And then I was like,
love
wait a minute, like,
that. I
that's
got
that.
something.
Yeah.
When did you come up with the name?
Pretty early on. I think before.
Like, were you by yourself?
Yeah, I was by myself. I was brainstorming just some stuff in my like.
And it just like
pad.
came up, and you're like, oh my god.
Yeah, I was like, because I wanted to keep Del in the name,
Yes,
and I
yes,
was like,
yes.
what are words that have Del in it?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and Delicious had it, and I was like, well, what's something that doesn't sound like food?
Yes.
And it was that. So then I was
Okay.
like, that was.
Yes, I love this for you. I love that you went on a brainstorming path. You're like, all right, this name is not working, but we're going to try something else.
Mm-hmm.
Love that. Okay, so you told me a little bit about what inspired you. Why natural?
Natural, yeah. Because I was like, since young, I've suffered from KP.
What's KP?
So it's like an overproduction of keratin in the skin. So it kind of looks like small white bumps.
Okay.
So I had it in my my cheeks, my arm. I also had some like in my legs, especially in the summer. I would get like rashes and stuff like that. And I was like, I want something that, you know, could definitely work safer, because I didn't know how to, since I was starting to do it by myself, I didn't know how to work with chemicals. And I was like, I don't want something to go wrong
Oh my God.
and start, you know what
It's
I
like
mean?
your arm just falls off.
Yeah,
It's like,
so-
nah.
I was like, no.
I'm dead.
So I was like, I gotta do this natural, because
Yes.
like that's gonna be like, you know, sensitive for, you know. So I was like, I have to go this route.
Yes.
And like I liked it, the simplicity of it, and also the effectiveness, that I was like, I should continue here.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And that's when I was like, that's gonna be like what I'm
This
gonna
is
stick
the
to.
route.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, inspiration, the natural part about it. So, the first thing you experimented with, you said, was body lotion. And a little bit, you told me it grew mold. So, now, with what the knowledge that you have, how long does your lotion last?
Now with my knowledge, I would say like 6 months or a little more.
6 months or a little more. Now I'm
Yeah.
curious. I'm like, I want to know what this lotion feels like. Does it have a scent to it or no scent?
So I wanted to make everything very light scent, just because I know like I like to layer on like products and stuff, so meaning like sprays and stuff like that. So I didn't want something to like
Empower it?
yeah. So
Okay.
and also if somebody has sensitive skin and stuff like that, I
Yeah.
wanted it to be as less fragrant, because I use essential oils to fragrance my products. And if you just use too much essential oil, it could be like too much for your skin.
Yes.
So I would just keep it scentless and kind of with a little bit of scent.
Okay. All right. So, besides that, after you made the lotion, what else was your next list to experiment on?
Ooh. I would say I went straight to I think eyelash and eyebrow growth serum.
Eyelash and eye growth.
Yeah, like the lash.
Oh my God. Okay, now I'm going to break this down. So, now you're like, I'm going to pick up a piece of tweezers and I'm going to start poking people. Like, how?
I would do it on myself.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
what?
Like, I would literally be like, okay, I always, since high school time, I was kind of a little like, my eyebrows are too, like, they look fine. Like, really, really fine. Really small.
I don't think so. They look nice.
I feel like that's like now. Like, I have a little bit of makeup on it, but Before, I used to, I don't know, like, if my friends are on this, but we used to go at the crack, like, right when we got to school. I would go with my little makeup kit, and I would have glasses, so I didn't worry about my face makeup, but I would do my eyebrows. I would always do my eyebrows.
Okay.
Like, and then I put her on, and then we'd just be in the bathroom before school started, do our eyebrows.
I'm done. You catch Delianny with one eyebrow, and the eyebrow not done yet. She's like, hold on, I can't go to class yet.
I was
right
Russian. Yeah.
Yo, I'm done.
And I would just put them in, and then it came to a point where I was like I gotta stop.
Why?
And I was a little more like, cause I was like, I felt like I didn't want to do that anymore. I felt more confident in like, I guess my self-love went a little further, and I was like, okay, I kind of like this.
Yes.
It's fine. I got a little used to it. And then, because my dad has, like, no eyebrows. My mom has, like, no eyebrows.
I'm
So
dead.
I came with, like, no eyebrows. But then I was like, I have a little bit of eyebrows. Let me work with this. And then, like, my self-love kind of grew more, and I was like, I don't need it.
Okay.
But then it came to a point where I was like, well, can I do something about it? You know what I mean? And I was like, if I'm already making products, that's something that could definitely benefit me and a lot of people.
Yes.
And then when I actually put the product out and I saw like actual like results from people that would send it to me, and I was like, because it worked for me.
Yes.
Like my eyebrows, I've only threaded my eyebrows one time for prom, which was 8th grade prom.
One time.
And then
Oh my
from
God.
there, I
I'm
did
a
it
hairy
myself.
beast. I gotta get them done every 3 weeks.
No, then from there, I did it myself. I was like...
thread them yourself?
Not thread them. I used to pluck them.
I'm like, how'd she do this?
But
like,
very
what?
small. Like, since she gave me the shape I like, every other month, I would keep it, like, my shape, just taking out the hairs.
Yeah.
Because, again, like, I like that skill set just to have to do it myself. If just, like, I can't go get it done, I wanted to be able to have it, like, done myself.
Yeah.
So then I was like, okay, I got this. So then I would do my cousin's eyebrows, my mom's eyebrows. Anybody that wanted the eyebrow done, I would do them.
That's amazing. So when you did eyelashes for the first time, were you scared?
Yes.
How? I've never gotten my eyelashes done. So how long? You gotta walk me through, girl. Like, how long does this process take?
Well, I never got certified or anything because, again, it was just a hobby.
Yeah.
And I used to practice on my mom.
Okay.
But then it was kind of dangerous because she wanted to get them done every other week.
Ooh.
That's what I mean by dangerous.
But how long? How many times are you supposed to get them done?
I believe it's like every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Every 2-3 weeks.
Every 2 to
would
3
just
weeks?
refill.
Okay.
And then after they're all grown out, I think after 2-3 times, you just take them out and do a new set.
Okay. So you started doing them on your mom, and you were doing them on yourself.
I did do them on myself.
Okay.
And that was also, this is the actual dangerous part because I guess the actual glue I was using was really irritating. If you don't have a fan to put it on your eye and actually like have it, like your eye would be burning, crying, red. Yeah. It's really hard.
Oh my God.
I don't know if it was just the glue
Pain
I
is
used.
beauty.
It is.
Pain is beauty. Pain is seriously beauty. Okay. But you know what? I give you kudos because it's like, you know how dangerous that glue could be, but you still played with it.
I did it for a few times, and then I was like, it's not for me. I wore glasses most of the time, so I was like, I'll just pop some lashes if, I need some.
Okay.
And then I kind of stopped doing them on my mom because I was like, okay,
She was pissed.
I was kind of like, I'm busy. I
I'm
had
done.
so many things to do, and I was like,
Yeah.
I can't sit there for like 2 hours after work or this, or I had a busy schedule. So we kind of just took a break, but I did dabble into it.
So now that we're talking more about, delightful beauty products, like as a whole, break us down how many products are under this brand.
Ooh.
We got
the body shimmer.
body shimmer,
Yes. We also have a regular body butter.
body butter,
We have
mantequilla.
We have an intimate wash.
A pH balance.
Yes. We have an eyebrow and an eyelash elixir, which is a growth one.
Oh wow, you want to grow them things normal? Let's go. Okay.
I also have like reusable face pads. I like those. I
She's
kinda,
eco-friendly.
yeah. And also a bassinet, an African bassinet, which I love because of my KP.
I love that you talk about that. We're gonna name the products and we're gonna get into that because I do want to show rooters, the viewers, the benefits of the African net, because I've used it before, and I feel like people actually, because I want people to know that, I don't know what you call the loofah, but the commercial one that they sell. Like, guys, if you have that in your shower, throw that shit out right now. But we're gonna get into that. So we left at the African bath net.
Yes.
And what else you got?
Ooh, I feel like I have so much. Why am I forgetting?
You're forgetting the one I tried.
Oh, sea moss.
Sea moss! Like, yo. Okay, yes.
And that's a new addition to the family, which is this year.
Wow. Yeah. Look at you.
I've tried sea moss way back when.
Okay.
That I started making myself. And
what made you try sea moss?
I think it was a video I came across.
Was it Dr. Sebi? Because I feel like he exploded that. Everybody, if you don't know who Dr. Sebi is, look him up.
Yeah.
Look him up. That guy, that person, because I like to always stay gender neutral, that person, honestly, like, everything about keeping mucus in your body and all that, if you want to understand how to be healthy, he has some very beautiful facts of life.
Yes.
Dr. Sebi, check him out.
Yeah.
So you started taking sea moss prior.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I bought it first, like, made from somebody else. And it was okay. I just personally didn't like it. Like,
what is it that you didn't like about it?
It's the texture. It was so thick. And I was like, I understand thick is good, you know, especially when it came to sea moss. But I wanted to make it myself again.
Okay.
So then I bought the ingredients. The preparation I had to learn. Mm-hmm. It took a couple of trial and errors until I got it right.
Well, how did you know you got it right?
Because I was able to, like, eat
ingest it.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So it's just like.
Yeah, I just didn't like the thickness of it. I liked it a little bit more watery, you could say, because I could take it, like, with water. And then when I started experimenting with flavors, that's when I was like, I'm hooked.
Hey, I mean, yeah. So, little backstory. I actually do take her sea moss, and let me tell you guys, people. Let me tell you, people. This. Oh, I'm trying to stay gender neutral. You know, the she, the her, the them, him, he. I think that's it. But yeah, like, listen, everyone who's in this check-in, definitely check out her Instagram, Delightful Beauty Products. You could definitely see the sea moss there. I'm not sure if you have the menu, but Delianny in general is able to provide, like, ingredients. You could customize it. And from my personal testimony, I feel like my energy has gone up. I feel like they're a little chippy chip, but, like, my nails grew, my hair grew, my skin got clear. I feel like I've been in a more positive mood, because I'm not that I'm like angry, but like, you know, like, in the morning, like, I'll notice I'm like, damn, I'm not tired, let me just take this sea moss. Okay, I'm ready to work. Like, it makes me feel better. And one thing that I did notice that I did enjoy about it, if I'm ever working out and say I do, like, a serious workout, if I take it after my workout, I notice that the next day I'm not as sore. So yeah, Mina Mendoza approves. Just saying.
Yes.
Approval. So, okay. Now, this is like a huge expansion of products.
Yes.
So, let's get back to the African net. What made you go to I love that you have that. So why? Like, how did you learn about that?
It was one of those where, again, since I have KP, you have to exfoliate. And if you don't, you just get bumps, you know what I mean? So mine, I felt like I was getting nowhere with my loofah. And then I did some research because I was like, I want something a little tougher, because my skin then started, like, you know. So then I was like, I need something tougher. And then I went to, like, a dry brush, and then it was just not, like, convenient for me. So I was like, I don't want to be brushing. I know health has a lot of benefits, but the dry brushing before, you know, you take a shower, that was not it. So I took that out of the picture. Then I started doing gloves. That I didn't like neither. It was, like, kind of like I was my own guinea pig. I would buy stuff, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I would move on to something else. And then I would kind of just search up, like, what's the best thing. And then all of a sudden I was in Etsy, because, like, I've been on Etsy for a long time from my actual business and actually as a customer before that. Okay. And then I was searching up, like, exfoliation, and then I saw somebody had the African net, and I was like, what is this?
Yo, facts.
And then, like, I messaged them, and they were like, okay, this is this, and that. And I was like, I want to try it. So then I tried it and I was like, okay, this is actually it.
Yes.
And from there, I loved it. Yeah. That was it. And then I put my boyfriend onto it. He's been using it.
That's good.
And then I feel like, at the end of the day, I could tell somebody, look, this is the best thing. This is this, that. If somebody just doesn't want to have that maintenance or even try something out or waste the money, they're not going to try it.
Yeah.
So you can only do willing souls that are going to be like, yeah, I want to see. Mm-hmm. So, like, if you ask me any advice about anything, I can give you, like, the best advice. But if you're not going to take it, then why ask you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, maybe if you could let our viewers know what are the cons of using a loofah, because I don't think a lot of people know. When that's what made me try something different, because like I rather use like a washcloth and stuff like that, but it'll be like a different washcloth every single time. Mm-hmm. But I feel like when I learn, I mean, I want you be able to explain it, like what are the dangers of using a loofah?
There's a lot.
You all are going to be surprised, because I was like, I threw my loofah out when I found out. I was like, oh no, never again, never again. Yeah. So if you want to entice us with this great information.
So loofahs, okay, they're okay for 2 seconds, literally.
2 seconds.
And then just know already, like, that plastic that goes, and then if you have to replace this a lot. And a lot of people keep loofahs forever. Like, I feel like I could go into somebody's bathroom, let's just say, and I can see a loofah there. And I'm like, okay, a year later I'll go, Sucia. And they're still there.
Sucia, yeah.
But not even that, because people don't know.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, that extra moisture that's just there, and the constant, like, humidity, like, that environment right there already is... they're starting to grow. That bacteria is starting to grow. And you know how it's like tied in the middle and then it's like a nice little flower? Well, in there, that's when it starts to grow. And then just imagine you're washing yourself and dead skin's coming off. Okay, great. Well, that skin doesn't completely just, okay, bye.
Yeah.
It stays in there.
Ew.
So now it's just dead skin, that humidity. And just know, you shut off the bathroom light, that dark. And then if you leave your toilet seat up and you flush and you never shut it down, that extra bacteria, when you flush, is coming into the air. So I feel like everything all in the bathroom.
Hide your toothbrush. Hide your...
Yes. It's very true.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Everything should be hidden. Even like your shaver, don't keep it in the bathroom.
Why?
It's going to rust, and also it's the same thing.
What if you keep a tapa on it?
I don't really know, because I know I've heard some things that they're like, if you have anything metal and stuff like that, just don't keep it there. The humid, like, environment and everything, it's just not good for it. It dulls the blade faster, like making it could chip you, and also that bacteria that just stays in there. So like if you have a toothbrush that's just out, just put it somewhere else. Put it in your cabinet somewhere if you have, like, something to open.
Something to cover it.
Yeah, basically, like, just don't keep it in the bathroom. If you have a loofah, try to dry it out, but use it for 2 seconds, throw it out. So that's not, like, the best option. People use it because it's, like, a little bit gentler, but that's not the best option.
So what does the African net provide, and how does it not hold bacteria?
So because it's open, it's literally just, like, a strand. It's long. It's great for the back. And also it's machine washable, and it dries in 2 seconds.
Wow.
So you want something to dry. Just imagine if you have wet clothes and you keep it in the wet, like laundry. How do you think that's going to smell in 2 days? And if you keep it bunched up?
Like a wet dog.
Exactly. The same thing with anything you leave, like in the bathroom, just bunched up. And you might be like, okay, well, loofah is open. I'm like, no. The inside... And then just imagine you put water on it. You just keep bathing yourself with more bacteria. That's basically
gross.
It. Mm-hmm.
That's gross. Yeah, throw your loofahs out. Everybody who didn't know, now you know.
Now you know.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
That part. So just saying, like, yeah, like, when I found out these facts, I had a loofah in the bathroom, and I was just like, I looked at that shit like, you the devil. Threw that shit out. I swear to God, so fast. I felt so dumb. I'm like, why do they even sell this?
Yes.
Like, why? That's the crazy part to me. It's like, if this is a fact, why is it that stores are selling loofahs? So it's just like, okay. So that's why, like, when, I'm not gonna say where I work, but like, say when you walk into, like, nice stores like Lush, when customers come in like, oh, do you have loofahs? I'm like, Sucia. Sucia.
Yes.
Everything of that. Okay, yes, we're getting learned. We're gonna learn today.
Also, real quick.
Also,
African nuts, they last longer. They last 1 or 2 years. So
really?
you could keep them for a long time.
How do you know when you need to throw it out?
I feel like it's your own prerogative. If you were like, okay, I don't feel like I need to get a new one. I want a clean one.
Okay.
Because, after a while, if you just use something over and over, it's wear and tear.
Yeah.
But that's one thing, which instead of getting a loofah every other week or every month and throwing that out, that's extra plastic. And then this one is at least you can do it every 1-2 years.
Love that. Love that. So everybody definitely check out her page. And you sell that, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So definitely check out her page. Yeah. So who we got? Yo, we got Vegan Wine in the building. Oh, man. I feel like Vegan Wine, if you're hearing this, you already know what type of question we got to ask. So when you feel like calling, we are here. But yes, we got Vegan Wine. Oh, out here. He's already spicy in the check-in. He's like, gloves sound dangerous in the shower. Yo, I'm dead. All right. Doja Tiger. Yo, I can't with you. I can't. All right, let's continue the interview, though, my love. So, any funny stories when it comes to your brand? Like, have you ever had a difficult customer situation? And we don't got to say no names, just very neutral Switzerland, like what happened? Like,
I don't know. I've dealt with very, like, close friends as, like, a lot of my first customers. I've only dealt with a few orders that I've never even met. Like, my first cool order was, like, from California.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
But I feel like I've never encountered, like, a rude, like, story. Like, I've definitely got an LLC. Like, if anything crazy happens, it protects my business.
Of
but
course.
I never had to use it. I just feel like with that, everybody I've encountered has been very supportive.
Great. That's
or
good.
just like, since they know I'm a small business, if I take like an extra day or two, they're okay with that. You know what I mean? I've always gave them the product, and even if it broke or something, I try to make it better. You know what I mean? Because I've definitely had some like wrongful like shipping where it either didn't show up. Like, since now I ship sea moss, and now it's glass because I don't want plastic. Glass is better.
Yeah, you don't want that absorbing. It's something so beautiful, and I feel like the minute you put it in plastic, I just feel like peon.
Yeah.
I'm like, you don't want that.
You can use the glass jar right after too.
Reusable. Love that.
But if it's broken on other people, and I'm like, okay, like, I feel bad, and I've resent them places, but nobody's ever given me like a hard time.
What about when it comes to talking about health? Like, talking about sea moss and the benefits. Have you ever had somebody that was like, I'm good, I'll make a smoothie?
Well, when I started, I like my mom was like, oh, let me try some. She did for a while, but then I don't know what happened. She just kind of stopped taking it. And then I'm like, okay, why are you going to get stuff that? And because I'm not going to like charge her and stuff like that.
It's your mom.
And like, now I don't want to waste my time, energy, and efforts.
Making the product.
Yeah. To give it to you for it to go bad and just keep it there and not use it. And even though you tell family members and stuff like that, like, this is the benefits, there's some people that'll try and like, that's it. But that's can't try just something and that's it. It's consistency.
Facts.
If
you want to see if it works.
Yeah, anything.
Yes.
Anything. If you're trying a new skincare, hair care, anything, you gotta consistently like try it.
Facts.
In order to see how it works for you.
Absolutely, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. So Dizzle Baby has a question. She said, "You got a spoon?" And then Vegan Wine is like, "Why you need a spoon?" I love when my viewers interact with each other. So that actually would be cool. Like, do you provide spoons? Like, maybe like a little wooden spoon?
That's a great, like,
charge for it though.
Yeah.
You're like, for $1, you'll get this spoon.
Like, in my head, I'm like, okay, anybody that would get it would have a spoon in their house.
Facts.
So I'm like, who would even buy a spoon? You know what I mean? Like, I've thought about trying to see if I could sell it into my gym and see if like I could do like a little pop-up in the side and just show it to the gym people, be like, oh, you want to try this, let me tell you a little bit more about it. And with that, I also was like, oh, instead of getting little cups and for people to try, I would get like wooden spoons.
Okay.
Instead, just to like here try.
Facts.
And it's a little, you know, disposable and stuff like that. But I've never thought beyond that to like sell it, just because I'm like, nobody would buy that in my head.
Yeah.
Because it's like everybody that gets it is gonna have a spoon.
Yo, facts. So I have a question. So like you're taking in this holistic, you know, you're making holistic products, very natural, handmade. So how would you consider your very own diet, like your lifestyle diet?
Ooh. So when I'm gonna skip back a little bit. When COVID wasn't even COVID. That's what the best description.
When COVID wasn't even COVID.
Yeah, like when people were taking it like light because it wasn't here yet. It was something that was out of state.
Yeah, I think that was like in December.
Yes, late
it was like literally in the
2019.
beginning of the holidays. I remember. Yo, facts.
I used to work directly with people, like front to front, and I feel like I ended up catching COVID. I don't know how, like later on, maybe into like that late, probably January and stuff like that. And I lost my taste buds, my smell, everything. And it was really hard because nobody could understand. And I guess people close to me couldn't understand what that was.
Yeah.
Because nobody was affected by it.
Facts.
So my diet changed. Like I was already dabbling into vegetarian and veganism, like at the beginning. And then being vegan was just not in my lifestyle because I was like, you have to prepare for that and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay. So then I went back to being vegetarian.
Yeah.
Because meat tasted absolutely disgusting to me.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, it was just like that metal. Like, it was such a taste that was so, like, you cannot describe it. Because it's like, I feel like I've never even tasted that before.
And this is after you got your taste back, obviously,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay. So it changed your taste buds.
So it was horrible. Things I used to love, no more.
Yeah.
So now imagine what that does to my mental health with, like, food relationships.
Never again.
Now, that was really tough for me because I was like, okay, I lost
love
weight.
hamburgers. Like, I can't do that. I can imagine,
my
like, the
grand-
stuff you had to let go.
And it's not even because I wasn't, like, very informed about, like, the meat industry. But then once I, like, started, I was like, one, I don't want to do this. So I did this on my own.
Yeah.
And then it just happened that I lost my taste and, you know, and it just happened that after that I just didn't like meat. And I was like, to this day, I really don't like meat. And even though my taste was still are here, I can taste sweet, salty, savory, but it hasn't never been the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really horrible.
That's something that I feel like is one of the lingering, like, long, I guess they call it, like, long COVID, because I do believe that in long COVID. So, like, I feel like that's one of the main things that I noticed that people had went through is that they lose their taste or their taste buds get adjusted to, like, this new type of weight.
Yeah.
I could definitely co-sign on, I mean, when I got COVID, I lost my sense of taste and smell as well. And I remember the first day that I lost it, I didn't know what was happening to me. Because nobody, that wasn't even the symptoms. Like, I remember when COVID first happened, they were like short of breath, fever. It was only like 3 symptoms. So I remember I woke up and I was fine. I remember I was fine. Like, I drank water, but something felt off. And I remember my first meal was oatmeal. And I ate it and I was like, I can't taste it. This is weird. And like, I was just, and I was like, whoa. I was like so weirded out. So then I noticed that the next day, the same thing. And I was like, it's not allergies because I don't have a stuffy nose. And I was like, because I know like allergies, if you have a stuffy nose, because like it's connected to your throat, it's going to block taste. I get that. But I was breathing just fine. I wasn't sick. So now I'm like worried. I'm like, oh my God, I cannot taste anything. I was so scared. And I can't even tell you, I love hot dogs. I love glizzies, like the food though, the food. And I ate a hot dog and I think I was traumatized. I was traumatized because I had no taste, Delianny. So like picture like eating a hot dog and not tasting it. I was like, oh my God. I was like, I couldn't eat it. I was like, ew. I just was like, ew, you even look weird. Like, I was just like so disgusted. I was like, and I was crying. I was like, oh my God, I'm not going to taste food again. Like, I'm not going to know what chocolate tastes like. I'm not going to enjoy lemonade again. Yo, I was like, girl, I was going through trial and errors. I was like, how serious can I take? I put mad hot sauce on my tongue. Couldn't taste a thing. I was freaking out. And what's crazy is like what you said, like, what basically made me remember this experience for me is how you mentioned that you were talking to your family members and they couldn't relate to you because none of them had it.
Yeah.
Nobody in the world had this going on.
I feel like in my own family, I would gaslight me on it, like a little bit.
They were like, I told you to stop taking that sea moss. Like, yo, I'm dead.
Like, they literally would be like, no way. Oh, you can't taste this and that. I'm like, I can't.
It's hard.
Yeah. I would go to restaurants. I'm like, I don't like nothing.
It's depressing.
Yeah, it came to a point where people would like kind of making a little fun of it. Oh, she don't got taste buds and this and that. And then when it came back, and it came back just distorted, and I could taste things now but differently. They even kind of would like a little more on it, where it's like, no, you could taste it, and I'm like, yeah, I know.
You're not my body.
I'm
like, how you gonna tell me?
I can taste it, but it's not like it used to. It's not you taste it.
Yeah.
It's just different. So that was something I had to also deal with. So just imagine going through that and never really coming back to like normal. Mm-hmm. It really like messed with my head. So
how did your mom feel? Well, how did your family feel when you went vegetarian?
Oh, they were
like, are they meat eaters?
Yes.
Okay, so how was that reaction? Because I'll tell you mine after yours.
So in my family, there's only one person that first came out, which is my cousin. He became vegan and stuff like that. He didn't
Shout out to Dennis. I already know who you're talking about. Vegan Poppy.
Everybody was like, what? But he did his thing, like literally. And he's been like that for a long time.
Yes.
I kind of did my own research years later. I decided to do it on my own. I know my other cousin, his sister, she was like vegan or vegetarian for a hot minute. But, she incorporated back the meat in it. But I stood like vegan and vegetarian for a hot minute too. And then people were like, oh, you used to love the hamburgers. And I'm like, yeah, but not right now.
Yeah. So your mom was just like, oh,
They couldn't handle it because all they would do would be rice, chicken and beans, or this and that. Everything had meat. And I was like, now they had to like adjust to it. And at the beginning, they tried to incorporate some things in there for me. Oh, I made this and that. Or sometimes they would forget. Oh, I forgot you didn't eat me. And I'm like, are you taunting me now?
What you mean?
Yeah, like they're a little interesting. But then afterwards, they just kind of stopped preparing things for me. It was kind of like now I was on my own.
Starve her.
Yeah, literally. Like, they would buy stuff and it was just not my kind of food. So then I had to go out and get my own stuff,
yourself.
prepare it, and if not, I'll eat out, basically.
I believe you, love. I feel like being vegetarian and vegan in a Spanish household, when I told my mother I was going vegetarian, because I never went as far as vegan. I did go vegetarian, and then I was pescatarian. And when I first went vegetarian, I remember I went vegetarian because I would hear the word organic, and I'm like, what's that? Organic. I was like, yo, what? Whatever. I used to be that girl. So it wasn't until Netflix came out with the documentary Food Inc. And Food Inc. is like one of the OGs of like introducing you to the food industry and stuff like that. But see, like, this was back in 2008. I had no idea about this thing at all. Yo, by the end of the documentary, Delianny, I was crying. I was crying. I was like, so you're going to tell me that this apple is not an apple? How?
Sway?
I felt violated, lied to. And then I started going to the supermarket, and that's when I learned about like, oh, if it has the number 4, it's not like, it's conventional, I guess. And then if it has like a 9, it's actually organic. So I started doing my own research and things. But when I tried to explain this to my mother, she was like, what? No meat? Jasmine, like, you're gonna die. I swear to God.
That's literally
they thought I was crazy. They were like, yo, so what are you gonna eat? And I was like, just make the rice, beans, and meat. But I'm just gonna eat the rice and beans, and I'll make a salad. And I started just like, I remember my diet in the beginning was just a lot of beans, rice, For some reason, I started consuming a lot more cheese, but then I stopped because I was like, damn, like, I'm going to turn into a cheese, like, not chill. But I remember that shit. It was, like, crazy. Like, my mom was just so shocked. And even Millie, what's crazy? If I got Millie in the check-in, so Millie's my cousin, right? And it's funny, though, because 2 weeks ago, do you know what a pollada is?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So she had a pollada 2 weeks ago, right? And... like she had mentioned it like at my, cause like where we work, everybody's like vegan, vegetarian, or like in Iman's case, she could only have halami. So shout out to Iman. Actually, shout out to everybody that works with us and is tuned in. So when she had asked me, she was like, "Oh, ask everybody from your job," and I was like, "Oh, Millie, I can't, cause they don't eat no meat." And Millie, her response was this: "That's stupid. What do you mean they don't eat no meat? They eat chicken?" I was but like, Millie, you have me dead. I was like, never mind, just give me 2 other plates, cause and I actually gave a plate to Marv and Will and stuff like that. And yeah, shout out to Marvin Will. But I remember her response was like, shock exclamation points. Like, what do you mean they don't eat meat? I got chicken. And I'm like, no, it's no meat. No meat. It's almost like that movie, the Greek wedding movie. You ever saw that?
No.
I even forgot what that shit was called, but don't even matter. Yes, shout out to my big fat Greek wedding. Anybody that has seen that movie, there's a scene, because, Greeks eat a lot of meat. And unfortunately, she was marrying a person, obviously, but he was a vegetarian. So when he went to the family party, they got all these meat platters and shit. And then she, you got the aunt, she's like trying to give him the meat.
Yeah.
And he's like, nah, she don't eat meat. And then she's like, oh, that's okay, I make lamb. And but it's like, that's always like a classic quote for me. I'm always going to love that. All right, let's continue this interview, my love. Okay. So we talked a little bit about, some situations that can be difficult, especially with your brand, not with your brand, but like with making natural products and even like changing a lifestyle, like becoming vegetarian, vegan. Some people are going to be like, I feel like supportive, but like also still questionable, but it's like, watch me be healthy. Okay. So we're going to leave it at that. So where do you eventually want to take your brand? Like, where do you want to take Delightful Beauty products? Like, if you could just think of 10 years from now, where would you want this to be? She's like, Sephora. Nah. I mean, in the end of the day, the world's your oyster.
Oh, yeah.
So I want to hear from Delianny. Where do we want Delightful Beauty to be at?
So since I personally like the business aspect out of this, in the future, like, really close.
Yes.
I want to get my esthetician license.
Hey.
So, and after getting that, I feel like to some people, I'm going to be a little more credible in like, the skincare industry. Just with my esthetician license, because I first wanted to go to school for being a dermatologist, but then I just felt like school just wasn't for me, like to just be for that long, you know what I mean? So I feel like esthetician is like the next best thing.
Okay.
And I think that's going to be, like, my first step. And after that, I really want to, like, acquire a space. And after having a space, I also want to have other talents in there. So, like, that's one thing I've always had since the beginning. I've want to invite, lash techs, nail artists, just people that also do services.
Okay.
That could rent out my space, and like basically I rent out my space and they rent it from me, so they just pay to be there, but also my products are going to be there, and so are my services, because now I'm going to be an esthetician. But I want to do like specialties, I want to do like laser hair removal, a couple different things, maybe Botox.
Hey.
So I want to like really kind of get deep into it and also support other businesses that are starting out, to have a safe place to also practice what they are doing. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, and also I want to be able to use my own products while I'm doing my services. You know what I mean?
Of course. And Botox is I feel like that's the next wave. I feel like Botox is going to be available in your purse. Like, it's be like, oh, I don't feel good. It's like, yo, I feel like that's the next wave, because there was a point where Botox was so exclusive a long time ago, and now it's so accessible. You could get Botox at Garden State Plaza. Just walk into the med spa. Like, literally. Like, back then, it was like you had to go to a plastic surgeon, a specific person. Now, Botox is everywhere.
Yeah.
Would you ever dabble with Botox?
I feel like I would.
Me three. Me three. No judgment.
Yeah.
I'll do it maybe though, like, I don't want to wait till a certain age. You know what I mean? Because then you're just gonna stay there.
Yeah.
So it's like,
When it's just a little younger, you know.
yeah, a little bit. I'm not trying to be like Kris Jenner status, but like, you know, your girl want to look good. Just saying.
Just don't be obsessive, and you know. Your skin will
Exactly.
thank
You don't want to be like this.
Yeah,
like that. You don't want to be
move.
like that. Facts. That's when I feel like you're Botox crazy, going all always.
That's true.
Okay, so this is eventually where you want to take your brand, right?
Yes.
Okay. Love that. I love I wish you many positivity in your journey.
Thank you.
Yes. So another question. If you could collaborate with any brand, who would it be and why? Any brand.
Ooh.
It could also be maybe an influencer, somebody that you would want to, you know, use your products and promote it, or just a brand itself.
I feel like a brand that would be really cool to collaborate with. I mean, can it be like something in my kind of niche with like natural products?
Anything.
I would say Kiehl's. I don't know
Kiehl's.
why.
I love Kiehl's.
I would like
I love
that.
Kiehl's. I love Kiehl's.
That would be a really nice.
Why Kiehl's though?
I feel like also because before I started this, I've also tried their products before, and I
Kiehl's
really
is nice.
liked it.
Yeah.
It didn't mess up with like my skin, because I also felt like I used to get like a lot of bumps here, and I searched that up, and I thought it was like a skin fungus, and I'm like, like I don't know. I feel like when you Google stuff, it's just
I feel like
not
your
gonna-
search engine is crazy.
Yeah. Oh my god! Don't even get me started.
Yo.
And then the thing is, I used to search up like what's good for it, because you don't want certain esters. I don't know. That just gets like a little more into the ingredients list.
Yeah.
But there's certain things that you don't want in there that basically makes it flare up. And I used to use it, and I feel like that was something that never messed with me. And it was just like their cream.
Yeah.
And I liked it, but then after I moved on with my own products, but I feel like that's something I would do. And
Do a
also,
little
like, I like how they
collaboration?
bring it up, yeah, because I
Okay.
think they have the store in the mall and stuff like
They
that.
do. They definitely
And
do.
I love like the little style they have. And
I
that's
know they
something
all.
nice.
I always know I'm in a Kiehl's because they have the skeleton in the doctor outfit and the doctor's outfit, and even my girl, she one of my friends, she works in Kohl's, and now Kohl's actually has a Sephora section. So when you go to their Kiehl's section, you see the little like skeleton dude with like his robot. Like it's so cute. It's like, oh, look at this little dead scientist. Like yo, he died making these products. Nah, let me stop. I like Kiehl's too. Don't come for me. Okay, I love that. So that's like eventually like a future collaboration. Now what about ingredients? And girl, you can get bougie. You can be like, yo, I want 1 million saffrons. So, but as I'm saying, imagine this was an unlimited credit card. It's a water bottle, but imagination. Imagine this was a limited credit card, and literally, but it could only be used to buy ingredients. Or like nice containers too, because that could be nice.
Oh, that's true.
What ingredients would we be playing with? What's our ball field?
Well, I already play around with squalene, and I feel like
What's that?
That's such an underrated.
Squalene. I like that word.
That's
Squalene.
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 Yeah.
I like it.
It's such like an underrated like ingredient. That's so great.
What is it?
So it's an oil, and of course the original backstory to it, I believe, is it comes from an animal, but what I dabble with is olive oil squalene. It's like an extraction process that goes through it that gets like.
What do they do? It spits in it? I'm like, what is it? What is it? What's squalene?
I don't even know how to like explain the actual process it goes to.
Okay.
But it's not like an oil you get from like, okay, here, make
What
the process.
animal?
Don't quote me on this, but I think it's a shark.
A shark?
It was something. Like if I could search up squalene right now.
Yeah.
Like,
Does anybody in the check-in knows anything about squalene? I don't know. I'm curious.
I'm trying to see
Squalene.
like where it originated from. But I know that I'm able to like have the olive oil one.
Ooh.
Yes.
So it is a colorless poly blah 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 hydrocarbon liquid that's found naturally in many animals and plants, including human sebum. Wow.
It's a lot to it, yeah.
So that's pretty cool, because if it's replicated to be like human sebum, then it absorbs into your skin very quickly.
Yeah, it depends what kind, because I know that I think it's called the original, or ordinary, I think that's what it's called, the brand. They have a really light one, a light squalene. I forget what the name of it was. But that one, it depends what kind you get. And it could absorb it to your skin really quickly. Or if you get regular, it kind of sits there on a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. What other ingredients?
Ooh. There was this orange one. Why am I blanking on it? It's like hawthorn. Oh. Because I already use a lot of these ingredients like in my products. Let me pull this one up. Oh, grapeseed.
I have
sea
one.
buckthorn oil.
Sea buckthorn oil?
Yeah.
What's that?
It basically looks orange, but I don't know if they're like really tiny seeds. Like not seeds, but like little.
So it comes from a plant?
It does.
Okay. What does it do?
That one, I have it like right here because can I read it? Really?
Of course.
It's reputed to be one of the best sources of natural antioxidants due to its high context of vitamin C. Antioxidants like vitamin E and beta carotene effectively combats wrinkles, dryness, and other symptoms of dry, aged skin.
Give me a gallon.
Oh.
Give me a gallon. Yes. Give me a gallon. Okay. I have a question for you. What about gold?
Ooh.
Because I heard, I forgot where I saw it in or wherever, but I heard about gold and the benefits of gold with skin, even ingesting it. Like, I've heard some crazy stories about gold. How do you feel about, because there's moisturizers with real gold flakes. How do you feel about that? Do you feel like you would play with it? Remember, you got an unlimited credit card, Delianny.
I got an unlimited credit
like, you can get gold. Like, yo, what would you do?
I've really never gotten into that alley, gold. Like, I've seen it, and I feel like
because it's a natural mineral.
I feel like it looks pretty, but I don't really know, like...
the elements of it.
Yeah, because I never wrapped my head around, like, how can that benefit you, I
also feel like it has to be a certain, like, pureness of it. Like, you don't want 10 karat gold. Like, I don't want 10 karat gold inside me.
What do you gain from it?
Facts. So I think what is the highest percentage? I think 24. I think it might go another way higher, but I know the more pure gold is, the more yellow it is.
Oh,
the more, like, I guess diluted, because when you get gold, it's blended with other metals. So what you do, you're buying gold, but it's blended with other metals. So you're only buying a percentage of that gold. So guys, if you're going to buy gold, please go to a nice jeweler. There's a reason why you have to weigh it. There's a reason why all of this stuff matters. It's your money.
It is.
So I feel like it has to be like the purest of the purest. I don't know. I just feel like when you look back in history through Aztecs, Mayans, Egyptians, gold was like, it's like, so I feel like even like Egyptians, how they knew that they were supposed to put that in your teeth. No, exactly. I'm like, what? And like now dentists, they won't even do that. They're like, yo, let me put a fake tooth in there. Like, you don't need gold no more. But they don't do that no more. I want to know.
That's true.
I'm just saying. All right. Any other type of other ingredients, my love, that you want to mention?
Ooh, mention. Trying to see my little.
Anything else?
I feel like also a really great one would be hemp seed oil.
Hemp seed oil. That's nice.
It's so versatile.
Okay.
And the how do you say it? I don't know why I'm like blacking up right here. Cosmonogenic.
Okay.
I think I'm saying it wrong.
It's okay.
I don't know why it's like a tongue twister right now, but
it's all right.
It's like a 0, so it's really good. It won't break you out. It's not like really heavy for your skin, so it's great for people that have oily skin and just want something that's fast absorbing. That's a great one to do.
Okay. All right. I love this. So another question. We're almost ending the interview. If you weren't building your brand, what would Delianny be doing?
That is so interesting. I never really thought about this because once like school was virtual and stuff like that, I already like started separating myself from that. And I was like, I don't really, school kind of got to me that I'm like, this is not my thing.
Yeah.
Like at all.
And it's okay.
Yeah.
It is absolutely okay. Anybody that finds themselves in that situation, school's not for everybody. You know, I say like find what you like and then go to school for that, but know when you're sure.
Yeah. Yeah, like I feel like since my parents are always like school, the only way to succeed is school. I feel like I would, because, you know, my background, they'd be like, you have to go to school so you can, you know, get a successful job, not even just enough to support yourself.
Yes.
You know what I mean? They didn't want me to just not go, you know, off the rails. So I feel like if I was
vegetarian and now she don't want to go to school. What's happening?
Yes,
You know?
everything. Once you have your own brain and you grow up, your parents look at you crazy because they can control you no more and stuff like that. So you have your own brain now, and you're the black sheep, you can say.
I was that. I was the black sheep. Definitely the black sheep for sure.
So I think I would, just to please them, I would say I would still be in school.
Aww.
Yeah. Because I wouldn't really have anything under my belt.
Yeah.
I kind of started working later because most of my high school time I spent doing sports. So I don't really have enough experience with work.
Yes.
So I would have just been experimenting with different jobs, but nothing crazy. Maybe would have dabbled into photography because I also really like that as well.
Love that. Okay.
Yeah, I've always done different things, but I don't know what I would have been doing right now.
That's all right. Just something to think about, my love. All right, so this is pretty much it, my love. At this point, this is where, you know, we are going to go into the spicy hour. You know, that's when the topics all change. But if you want to give out any shout outs right now, anybody that you want to give some recognition, you know, this is your time. Also, let people know your Instagram name, where they can find you, your Etsy information, anything that you want to promote right now. It's your time. Go.
Okay. Well, recently I got off Etsy because I don't really like how they take such a big amount out of every sale you make and stuff like that.
How much they take out?
Like 40, 50 cents. Like I don't know if it's like transaction or every time you put something in. It was just not really working for me. So right now I don't have an Etsy or a website because I'm in the works of getting something now. But you can find me in Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and also Pinterest.
What's the name, love?
But my names are going to be either Delightful Beauty or Delightful Beauty Products.
Products with an S?
With the
Z?
S.
Okay.
Yes.
All
All
right.
together.
And then is this for the Instagram, the YouTube?
Yes.
Okay. And can you tell the viewers a little bit of the content that they will find there?
Ooh, I make a lot of videos, short and sweet, because Reels and TikToks are really in right now. So I kind of just I go into it with either showing how to make orders, maybe what goes into making an order, what I have in stock, or even teaching you like, just think about the two choices either. I have one like, do you want to do this kind of exfoliator or this exfoliator? Okay. So a little guidance in there as well.
Love that. All right, my love. And any shout outs you want to give out?
Ooh. I would say to everybody in my life that's been very supportive of me, which is a lot of people. So thank you for that.
Right. Love and support is free, and I'm here for it. Yes. Just saying. All right, everybody that is still with us, we're about to enter the spicy hour. So just to let you guys know, we have some beautiful music playing for you guys. The music that we actually have playing is by my girl Vibe Jones. She's really dope. We're gonna have her as a guest in June. So we're gonna play 2 of her tracks. I hope you guys enjoy it. And then when we're back, it's the spicy hour. Spice, 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 spice. Yes, we back. Just stay tuned.
Fall for what? Grow up. I'm trying to do better, and I've been storming the weather, but you gotta get it together. You always doing the most, and no, your ego won't be strong.
I done with you and I am bull. Why every time I'm on the phone with you, it gotta be an argument for? I'm over here trying to chill. Why can't you chill over there? That's what you should do. You should take several steps back and then take a seat and then chill. I'm on the clock. But why is it always gotta be an argument? Why can't we just talk about things civilly? You know what? I don't got time for this type of bullshit. Cause you really coming with all the bullshit. Yeah, no, yeah. Get off the phone. You know what? You keep cutting me off when I'm trying to speak, so that's not gonna work. Okay? Because I'm over here trying to do me on several levels, and I don't know what you're doing down there. Yeah, no, you know what? Yeah, you're right. You know what? Let me bring it down a couple of notches because you're trying to get me out of my Zen level. Okay? You're trying me. Once again, you keep trying me. I don't know how many more tribes I'm gonna have left because I have to. I don't know how many tribes I'm gonna have left before I have to cut shorts out though. Okay? You need to fix it. Fix your face, fix your mouth, fix your face, fix your tooth. Cause you being really rude. You being real rude. Fix your face, fix your tooth, fix all that. Cause you being really rude, okay? I'm gonna need you to tune it on, Tim. Tune it down. Bring it to the Zen. Bring it up to the Zen. Cause if you're not about to tune it down, then you can't go beyond my level. We can't work it out. This is not gonna happen. This is not gonna happen, sweetie. Okay? No. I'm over it. Bye. Click. Clickety, click, clack. Bye.
Raindrops falling down my window pane. Jaded feelings once again. These thoughts of you keep running through my head. On and on without no rest. You and I will know we can't deny it. Our deepest feelings ain't it obvious. We've got this chemistry. But now I'm sitting here in the silence, wondering if you even know the obvious. I'm drowning in the deep. That's why I say, matter till I hit the ground. Not caving on pavement, too dangerous. Consider the opposing side of my emotions. I see prisons that won't keep me frozen. No, can't ignore my heart's on course. Precipitating, been contemplating. What's that worth if I stay caged in? Window painting, raindrops fading, dissipating. Amongst the stillness, the fog is cleared up. Reminiscing on what could have been us. I let go my hold. That's why I say, the feeling's way too deep.
It's your girl, Mina Mendoza, little girl, big personality, queen of spice. Yes, it's 5:16, and we're a little bit after because the conversation was actually amazing. It's always amazing, but it was extra amazing today. And we're in the spicy hour. Spice. And we still got spicy guest women. We got Delianny still in the building. Yes. Everybody that was tuned in with us before, I hope you're still tuned in now. And just so you guys know, we got the phone lines open. So if anybody actually wants to be part of the conversation, give us a call. I want to hear people's perspective, especially if you feel like you don't agree with it, or maybe if you want to give your opinion, give us a call. The phone lines are open. And yeah. How you feeling, Delianny?
I'm good.
You're good? Yeah. Yes. This is Delianny's, you said first interview?
Yes.
First interview. Look at her. Professional. Business. Ready. We're here. And just so you guys know, the phone lines are open. I'm going to say it again. They are open. It's 862-621-9536. I'm going to say it again. 862-621-9536. Definitely call in if you want to get into this organic banter. And yeah, we enter the spicy hour. Let's go. Okay. So we got a whole bunch of different, just in general, topics. I feel like I kind of want to start off. Whoa. We got a caller already. Yes. Who we got in the check-in? Who's calling?
You already know who it is.
Snap. We got vegan wine in the building. Yes. Yo, how you feeling the show? You learned some things?
I'm digging.
You got a loofah in your house?
You know what I'm saying? I'm in the check-in, you feel me?
All I want to know, vegan wine, you got a loofah in your house?
I got a new friend.
I got a new friend. No. What you be using? You be using your hands, a washcloth, or a loofah? I'm curious.
What I use?
Yeah.
I use a washcloth. Is that sad?
It's not sad. I feel like it's E for effort. I use a washcloth, but that African net though, I don't know if you heard us talking about it. You gotta jump on that.
I heard about the African net, but it's like how I'm gonna net my wine bottle.
I don't know. I don't know.
I got, you know what I mean? I can't net my wine bottle. I gotta stroke it up. You feel me? But I ain't trying to get too spicy, you know what I'm saying? But, shout out to Mina, that dress, you know what I mean? We want to eat a couple of sunflower seeds.
Sunflower seeds, sunshines. And I got a tan. I was in the pool this weekend. I got some color. And what is that, vitamin D? Vitamin D, the healthy one. Well, they both could be healthy. I was like, wait a second. And what do you think of my friend, though, Delianny?
Hold on. Hello, Delightful Beauty.
Hey.
I got a question for you.
Ooh, for me? What is
it? What type of vegan sandwiches you eat? Because you vegan, so we got to find out which type of vegan sandwich you eat. Yeah, you're not going to trick me.
No, I think I'm so plain. I feel like, what kind of vegan? Like a substitute meat or like black bean? What do you think I should go with? Because I like both.
You do that tofu shit?
I don't like the tofu. I like the seitan. I like
the seitan. It tastes like bacon sometimes.
I've made some myself, and I need improvement because that was bad. It's trial and error to make your own.
Ooh. Mm-hmm. So do you put some sea moss on there instead of your peanut butter and jelly? You put sea moss and jelly.
Sea moss and jelly.
Oh nah, that has to be either in my drink or I already took it straight. But not in my food.
So what's your go-to sandwich?
Man, you spicy.
What's your go-to sandwich, Delianny? If Delianny was hungry right now and you could order a sandwich, what would it be?
Like if I was vegan or if I wasn't?
Anything right now.
Oh my God.
I need to know your favorite sandwich, girl.
If I wasn't vegan, I would say like a nice hamburger. Yeah, like
I knew you was gonna say hamburger.
The ones that my uncle used to make way back when, like I don't know what kind of meat it was, but it was like specialty because he had like a friend that made it for him.
Okay,
and they were good. But if I'm not, I would just say like a seitan sandwich.
Okay. What would you put on the sandwich?
Not for nothing. What type of condiments you putting on there? 'Cause I can
Facts.
see your skin glowing. It's
Ooh.
amazing. I see that. I see it.
That's funny. In Spanish,
That's that CMOS, baby.
it is. It is. I would definitely have to go with the mayo and the ketchup. You know, the mix, the pink sauce.
Yes.
That pink sauce.
Oh, you get that Whopper
Yeah.
sauce. So is this a question? Like, is mayonnaise or ketchup vegan? Like, how does that work?
Oh,
Do you
no.
put that shit on your cauliflower wings?
No, it's vegetarian because
Yeah.
you know that's what I am at the moment.
So you be mixing it up and dogging that
Yeah,
shit
and
on
also
your vegan sandwich?
the barbecue sauce. It has to be with barbecue sauce.
Oh, barbecue sauce,
too.
mad good. Barbecue sauce vegan, right?
Oh,
I
that's
think
sexy.
so. I'm dead. All right, so how was your day? I want to know if Bad Vegan, how was your day? It was good?
I mean, it wasn't bad because, you know, I'm vegan wine, but I appreciate it. I'm out here, you know, I'm drinking my vegan wine, but I still eat my divine food. You feel me, baby?
I can't. You know what? Before I even get to the
that's it.
topic, I want to ask you something and answer truthfully. Have
Is
you
it spicy?
ever, yeah, absolutely. Have you
Yeah, I'm
ever
ready.
been catfished?
Yeah, it hurts.
Yo, you gotta tell me what happened. Like, what happened? She wasn't like it wasn't the person. You met up with the person. How you found out?
Well, to be honest, I feel like this catfish doesn't count as a catfish because she was talking all that shit like, yeah, I'm about to give you that gawk, 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 gawk. And I'm like, yeah, it's time to get this gawk, gawk. And she's like, I'm like, what the fuck is this? You a fucking puffer fish? Like, give me that work. Give me that work.
Oh God, he
And
went
then
extra
I felt
spicy.
catfish. No, we getting spicy, baby.
I see
that's
this.
it. I'm sorry. I fucked it up. I love your show, Mina.
No worries, Bad
I
Vegan.
love knowing what type of sandwiches
Yes,
you like. But
that
hold
part.
up, Mina. Hold up, Mina.
Yes.
What type of sandwich you ate? You have to tell me now. You
Actually,
ain't the sandwich?
no. Yes, I did. I had a sandwich the day I was at the pool, and I had a chicken cutlet sandwich. I had a chicken cutlet with lettuce, tomato, mayo, and I put the oil vinegar on the side because I don't like my bread soggy.
That's soggy bread.
Yes.
I like
A woman
that
that knows
sandwich.
what she wants.
Exactly.
Just say.
I'm out of here. I love your show. It's amazing.
Thank you.
so
Thank
much.
you, Bad
Keep
Vegan.
it
We love
spicy,
you.
baby.
We love Bad Vegan.
Amanda, I love you and your ice cream sandwiches.
Yo, when I brought Amanda here, he asked her that sandwich. She stumped him. She was like, I like ice cream sandwiches. But I was like, oh my God, nobody would ever think of that, you know? So yeah, you got to meet Bad Vegan. That's Bad Vegan.
Yeah.
Vegan
Vegan
wine.
wine.
Why do I call him Bad Vegan? Damn, and I don't want to change the name. Vegan wine, Bad Vegan. Why do I call him Bad
His
Vegan?
nickname now.
Alright, yo, I'm so sorry, friend. I'm sorry. Alright, let's get back to the topic though, like being catfished. I feel like being catfished is so disrespectful because it's like, what am I supposed to be, a mystery for life? Like, you know, like, has it ever happened to you before, or do you know anybody it has happened to?
Ooh. Not personally.
Not personally.
Or anybody, yeah. I've seen it on TV.
Yeah, that part. I'm like, how they find contestants for that show is so awing to me because it's like you would think everybody has like an iPhone to FaceTime. And if you don't got an iPhone, you got an Instagram and you can use the video. Everything has an option for you to see the other person. So to me, that's bullshit that you never seen that freaking person. You know what I mean? Yes. I mean, I'm gonna be real. I got catfished one time. I actually got fatfished. That's literally what happened to me, Delianny. So this is like back in the day. So your girl one time was on Tinder. You know, I'm gonna be transparent. I was on Tinder. And, you know, it was my first time. I remember, like, I had went through a breakup, and I was just like, and my friend introduced it to me. Because I was just, like, opening up to her. And, like, I remember we were in my living room. We were drinking. And she was like, yeah, go get a Tinder. Just talk to people. And I'm like, okay, I'll try it, you know? What? Yo, girls can't have Tinder. That shit is just dick pic, dick pic, dick, 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 dick. It's just like... That's what it feels like. Literally all the time on call for shit. So I met this guy and he was really cool. And I feel like the reason why I was even giving him any type of 2 cents is because I don't even know. I guess like I can't even tell you why I was giving my 2 cents. He was just cool. He was saying all the right things. Even when he went to pick out our date, like the first time we will meet, he was like, "Oh, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to Serendipity." I don't even know if that restaurant still exists, but
I don't know.
it's a nice restaurant in Soho, like downtown. And yeah, he was just really cool. Like met my vibe. He was like, "Oh, let's go to Central Park. This, that." Everything was cool. And then me, that's when like my like I don't know, like you know how like they say you get your spidey senses.
Ooh,
intuition type shit. I was like, yo, Jazz, FaceTime this fool. I'm like, yo, girl, I FaceTime this person and he was like not the same person. It was the same person but like 10 pounds heavier and no hair. It really was
hair.
because it was crazy because it's like I went to okay, first of all, like his pictures, he was skinny. He was tan. He had long hair, but he was cute. And then when I FaceTimed this person, he was light skinned and like I said, 10 pounds heavier and had no hair.
Wow.
God.
So I don't know what happened. The connection was lost. I'm a very transparent girl. I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna be like, yo, like, who was that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I literally asked him. I was like, your pictures don't match up. What's up? And he was like, oh, the pictures I had put up were already like 7 months old or like a year old. And I'm like, nah, we can't meet up no more. No, like imagine if I'm there at Serendipity looking for this guy and he's just looking at me. I'm like, no, you're not him. Like,
how does he expect to that even be right?
The only reason I knew it was him because he had a like neck tattoo and I was like, okay, it is him because it has the neck tattoo, but you're like so much fatter. You know, so I don't know, mad crazy. So definitely got fatfished before. I feel like just be yourself.
Yeah.
Like don't lie, don't hide, don't be someone else you don't want to be. Like literally be yourself.
Stop it. Get some help.
Seriously, like it's just, I don't know. And like seriously, and even like catfish. I'm like, how do they find people for that? I know the idea came out because Nate, who like stars on the show, he's the one who got catfished. That's how it started. The first episode was him getting catfished. He thought he was talking to this beautiful redhead girl, and it was like, you know, not her. But what's crazy is that he was actually a nice guy and documented the whole thing. Very crazy. But I would suggest if anybody has never seen the first episode of Catfish, definitely watch it because it's definitely an eye-opener. All right, so let's get into the next spicy topic. Did you hear? All right, let me ask you something. Did you try the Popeyes chicken sandwich when that shit came out?
I did.
You never? Were you a vegetarian at that time? Wow. Okay, but did you know anyone who ate it, like your friends and stuff like that? How did you feel when that stuff came out? Like, do you remember how crazy it was?
Since I live by like highway and stuff like that, we have one right there. So I think you just keep going, and we will see that just packed lines of cars, and I'm like, what's happening? What is this? And then I started seeing everywhere, everybody on the internet. Just Popeyes, and I'm like,
yeah,
what
for
is
real.
happening?
Lines, all that.
I'm like, what's the hype? And then when people were trying it, I know a family friend tried it, and they were like, it's just a regular sandwich.
I mean, I had it. I was like, y'all serious? Like, I saw a video where Shorty was in the drive-thru, so she's like driving, she's like, let me get like 10 million Popeye sandwiches, because I feel like if you were in the drive-thru getting Popeye sandwich, you're not getting just one. You're getting it for yourself, and everybody else is like, yo, you want a Popeye sandwich? Send me $2, I got you. Because at that point, like, yo, I'm doing deliveries. Entonces, like, you saw the car in the drive-thru, and the car was like, yo, literally hit the car.
For that.
I'm like, yo, are you serious? How do you explain this to your insurance company? I was in the drive-thru and I needed this chicken sandwich bad as hell. Like, that's embarrassing. Yo, I can imagine how pissed off KFC was. Like, everybody's going to Popeyes.
Yes, and the memes, too.
So, quick question, Mommy. When you weren't vegetarian, were you a Popeyes girl or KFC girl?
I think I was KFC because I've never tried Popeyes.
Really?
Yeah.
Popeyes
at that time.
I'm mixed. I feel like Popeyes has the better mashed potatoes because I feel like they add spices to their mashed potatoes and I'm spicy. I feel like it tastes good. I can't remember how Popeyes mac and cheese tastes or But I know KFC's mac and cheese trash. Yo, that
I can
shit.
tell you the best mac and cheese.
What?
Longhorn.
Random
thing to say, but it is.
Really?
It's,
Why is this so good?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, but the taste.
Mm-hmm.
I could say it needed a little bit of like more this cheese and that cheese, but I
Yeah.
feel like just to get in like
It was perfect.
also a plate, like you don't have to just sit there. You could do it to go, literally. And afterwards, we were like, this is good.
Damn.
And then since it's like the only thing I could eat at Longhorn, think about it. Like,
Yo, fact, she went to a steakhouse and she's vegetarian. Like, yo, that's tough. That's tough, mommy.
But it's you. If you know, you know. But you should try it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it now. I eat meat, so I'm gonna have both. All right. So all I want to know is like, I saw a meme to it, and I actually posted it on yesterday. I was like, I still want to know why the Popeyes chicken sandwich had you guys all acting like that. That us. Why were y'all acting so crazy over it? I don't know, but there's no way we can act crazy like this about food. Like, nah, I don't know. But let's actually transition real quick. Do you remember the COVID payments that we were receiving?
Yes.
Did you receive some? I feel like everybody received some.
I did, yeah.
Everybody. Definitely everybody. So check this out. Right now in Japan, they're doing the same thing. So in Japan right now, guys, and this is a true story that just happened in April. In Japan right now, they are releasing COVID payments, right? And the number one, you know how they do like names in alphabetical order? The number one person that was on that list, like the first person to get the check, by accident, Japan sent him all the checks. So out of 315,000 people, they sent all those checks to him. So this is where it gets interesting. So this 24-year-old man received everybody's monthly COVID payment in Japan, right? 350,000 payments to be exact, just poof, deposited into his bank account, right? And it was an error. And it was really because his name was first on the list. So they all went to him. He's been missing since April. Because, like, authorities are after him. They're like, yo, you got to give that money back. Like, in the city that in Japan that happened to, they're like, yo, like, we need our checks. We need our money. Entonces, yeah, he's gone.
What about plot twist? What about if somebody found out that he had the money? And then now they're like, you know,
Yo,
he could be gone for the wrong reasons.
Yo, facts.
Because over there, you're gone. That's it. You're gone.
Yo, facts. Yo, okay, Delianny, if that happened to you, what time you woke up and you saw, what was the COVID payment? The COVID payment was like, what, $1,200 that they sell everybody? All of a sudden you wake up to $100,000 in your bank account and it just says COVID payment, COVID payment. What would you do?
I wouldn't even know what to do because I know it's not right. I know it's not right.
Yo, oh my God. I mean, would you... That's hard.
Yeah.
Hold on, Marv, I'm asking you now. What would you do? Marv, the producer, we got him in. What would you do if you received everybody's COVID? Where? What country? Cuba. Oh, yeah, we could go to Cuba now. I've been forgetting that we can't. Now, would you change your name?
Oh, wait.
You sure? You gotta
what
pay
if
them.
They found out, yeah.
You gotta pay them. Yo, that's crazy. I'll give them a cut. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, so we got Marv saying that he'll go to Cuba. Go to Cuba. If he receives all those payments, that part, bravery up.
Think about it.
Bravery Studios in Cuba, yo. Mina Mendoza doing Zoom calls for her podcast. Marv, why are we doing? We're trying something new. Like, yo, that's great. Yo, because it's like, imagínate, you wake up, you're rich. I just turned on my phone. What? Yo, that's crazy. But yeah, he's missing. He is missing right now. So it could either be that he ran away or it could be what you said.
That's not even surprising.
Yo, facts. All right, let's transition very quick. I want to shout out Spain right now because anybody that watches my show, Delianny, I'm all about women empowerment. I am a major feminist. There's so many things that I feel like this world needs to improve on to make it more seamless for women on this earth. Everything. So the reason why I'm shouting out Spain, because starting next week, they're going to offer a 3-day menstrual leave. So that means if you have, your period, they're gonna allow 3 days to stay at home because of it.
Wow.
Yes.
That's awesome.
That is amazing. Because you know how much it sucks to go to work on your period? I'd be like, Shark Week, don't talk to me. I'd be like, yo, I can't. I mean, obviously I can and I will. But like, if you could just give me those 2-3 days to recover at home, yo, I'm coming the next day hard. Like, I'm coming even better, you know?
That's
so, how you think about that, Delianny?
Well, one little fun fact about me, I didn't get cramps for a long time.
Really?
Yeah, everybody would tell me, like, I have cramps. And then I found out the cramps are not normal.
Really?
Yeah, cramps are, like, not normal.
Why?
I don't know the really science behind it, but a lot of people say, like, oh, since so many people have it, it's normal. But, like, it's not. You're supposed to have a smooth, like, cycle.
Wow.
Yeah, so I didn't have cramps for a really long time. And I feel like the past couple years, maybe 2, you can say, I've gotten in discomfort. Not to the point that it's crazy, but I could be, like, sitting down. I'm like, oh, like, it feels weird.
I'm a woman.
Yeah, like, literally.
Yeah.
But I would say now that I kind of do get cramps, you can say that discomfort. I don't get it as bad as some people that have to be like with the heating pad, can't move, hard. Like,
or like light sometimes it's too intense.
There's some people that is horrible. Like, I don't get it like that. I get it where it's like, let me just take a 2-second break. But then I'm back. You know what I mean? And it just switches off. 1 month I'm great, and the other month it's like,
Yeah.
But I can't really experience that, like, you know, understanding. But I think it's great that that's happening because there's times that my mood, that definitely stays the same. That stays the same. My hormones are everywhere.
Yeah.
So I think that's very, very beneficial.
I get emotional. That's how I know my period's coming, because like I'll start to cry for things that I don't want to cry about. Like I remember one time I cried. You ever saw the movie The Parent Trap with Lindsay Lohan? I cried for that. Like why?
Why?
I can't even tell you what scene, but I'm like, yo, why you crying?
Maybe when they met up or something.
Maybe.
Like,
I was like, yo,
happy.
why you crying? Like I remember I was talking to myself, and then like the next day my period came, I'm like, oh, that's why you were crying.
Or I would get into like little arguments with my boyfriend, and I knew. It's like that time of the month, I'm like, oh, everything bothered me.
I'm there with
And
you.
I was like, oh my, let me calm down.
And clothes, all that. That's the part that I feel like I just want to like She-Hulk, like you just rip all the clothes, because I hate when clothes just fit. Like you want clothes to fit tight, but then like it's when you're like on Shark Week. I like to call it Shark Week. I don't know why, but like it feels like.
Yeah.
It feels like you're a sausage and you're putting like rubber bands on it.
Yeah, I feel like I get sore. So I don't like to have anything tight.
I hate it. Like I want sweatpants, I want loosey-goosey dresses. Yes. I want, you know, like nothing tight. Like I want to move around, all that. Like, nah, man. Like every time, like I found myself in moments in my room when I was feeling bloated like that, literally like a movie. If I had a time-lapse movie, all you see is that thing fits me, and I'll start crying.
Yes, I get bloated.
Hate that. But yo, shout out to Spain, because like I said, like I think that's amazing that they're doing that for women, you know. And America, what's up? Take notes
Right now.
right now. So yes, that part. So shout out to Spain. All right, so let's transition. One thing that I definitely want to talk about is, tell me, especially since we've been talking about food and being vegetarian and anything like that, can you tell me a crazy food experience you ever had? Like even at like a restaurant, or like maybe something you ordered that was like not it?
Oh, I feel like that's happened to me a lot. Like I will go to the same restaurants. And of course, I'm like, okay, since I come here all the time,
you know what to order.
Let me order it. But then there's times that I'm like, let me order something different. And I feel like that's when I go downhill.
What
every
happened?
time. Just because I would order something and I feel like my whole food would go to waste because I don't like it. And I'm like, I should have just went with what I always order. You know what I mean? Because I don't really try too many new restaurants, since I feel like Jersey for me is small. I'm like, I go to the same places, same area. I don't really drive out too crazy.
Yeah.
So when I do get something new, I get upset. And also with my new taste buds, it's really hard to just get something I like. Now I know just to stick with what is good.
Yeah.
But then that sucks, because it's like I feel like I'm not living. That's why.
Yeah. So you always want to challenge yourself, try different new things. And it's hard. Like, I feel like mine was always like the same situation. It was always like when I wanted to try something new, something bad will always happen with my food. Like always. I remember I had a recent experience. I'm not going to say the restaurant, but I will never go there again. I have a specific salad that I order everywhere. It's like my go-to salad. I always get like it's always called Mexican everywhere I go, or Southwest. And it's like, that's their neutral word. So it's always like lettuce with tortilla chips, black beans, corn, tomatoes, onions, obviously. I like chicken in it, but one thing about Mina, I don't like grilled chicken. Grilled chicken to me is like weird. I feel like it's just not my thing. So if I do eat chicken, I like it empanizado. Like I like breaded chicken. I need to have crunch. I need to have texture. So this is specific everywhere I go. And I know every time they have like those Mexican and Southwest salads, there's always like grilled chicken. So I always modify it everywhere I go. Never a problem. So I go to this restaurant, right? Yo, they bring out my salad and the first thing I see is white chicken on top. And it's not even like grilled chicken. What was so crazy about this, it looked like they boiled the chicken, stripped it with some forks and was like, ha! Oh. Gross. I was like, oh, nah. And I was like, yo, I don't even want this anymore. So I tell the waiter, I'm like, hey, like, I can't eat this. Yeah. And they're like, oh my God, I'm sorry. You said breaded chicken. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay, I'll fix that for you. Yo, tell me how. And this is me. Because I've had a lot of bad experiences with food, guys. You're not even going to believe the stuff I have found in my food. Like crazy stuff. I always have to check my food. Like I'm the girl that gets a burger and I open it up and I investigate it. Because like I feel like I have to. So thank God I looked in this salad. Because when I looked in the salad and was playing around with my fork when they gave me the new one, there was plastic in it. Oh. I just like pushed it aside. I was like, I'm done. And they're like, why are you not eating it? And I'm like, yo, I'm going to pull you to the side real quick. Because that's something I won't do. I'm not going to make a scene. I'm not some charity case. I don't want you to give me a free meal. I just want to go at that point. I'm like, I'm wasting my time here. Yeah. So I remember I pulled out, the manager approached me. She's like, oh my God, like, was there anything wrong? And I'm like, yo, I'm going to be real with you. Y'all served me some boiled chicken, some blandless boiled chicken. Here. And you served me plastic. And I just want to go. And she was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Can I just give you a gift card? Stuff like that. I'm like, no. I don't want anything. I just want to go home. I want to just go. Bye. Like, yeah. But that's like enough for me for never to go again. Wow. Ever. And I always remember that because I always think to myself, like, yo, that's crazy. Like, it's a salad. It's the most simplest thing to make. Yeah. So to me, that was like the most craziest experience ever that I had with food. Yeah. Well, at least one that I can remember to share. All right, so let's transition real quick. So one thing I do want to talk about is, this is something new I learned. So have you ever heard of dolphins in human pregnancy?
No, I have not.
Okay. So anybody in the check-in that can answer this, have you guys ever went swimming with dolphins? I've never went swimming with dolphins. Would you go swimming with dolphins?
I would.
You would?
But I haven't.
I would do it. I would get in the water and be like, yo, can I talk to you? Can you like talk to me? So this is the reason for this. So guys, if you're pregnant and you go swimming with dolphins, and there's actual YouTube videos of this, if a person is pregnant, the dolphins will automatically know that the human being is pregnant. So Nadine, if you're listening to this and you're in a pool of dolphins because you're pregnant right now, yo, they're gonna surround your ass, not because they're gonna eat you, but because they're gonna protect you. Wow. So they actually, like, in a whole cycle, just like swimming around you, just protecting you.
That's awesome.
Now it goes a step further. There's actually dolphin assisted births. Now all I know is that's really expensive, first of all, because to like, I can't even imagine. How would you even, like, do you go through a hospital? Do you have to go through, like, SeaWorld? Like, yo, how does this work? Like, how does it work? So, like, basically what would happen is that you could be in the water, and I'm not sure if it's, like, one dolphin, two dolphins, or how it works, but they will automatically know that the woman is, like, about to give birth. And what they do is, like, because dolphins have a special way of communicating. I think it's called sonogram. And, they will communicate sonogram-wise to the baby and also your body, maybe to yourself without even knowing. And the pain that you would feel on your, like, bottom, like, just your body, it ends up being painless. So you're not going to need an epidural. You're not going to need anything.
I'll take one.
Yo, and that's it. You have your baby. And it's crazy because the dolphin will communicate with your baby. Mm-hmm. Like, mad crazy. So it's like they're saying that the children that are born from these dolphin-assisted births are like 30% smarter. They're known to like walk, talk, everything that is like a milestone for a baby, they get to it sooner than anything. So it kind of goes to show you, I'm like, I want to be like Eliza Thornberry. You ever saw the Thornberries? With like, oh God, yeah, this is way before your time. But like, she was like a Dr. Doolittle. You know Dr. Doolittle, the person that could talk to animals? She was like that, but she was like a little girl. It was like a dope-ass cartoon. So I think to myself, I'm like, yo, is this the only animal that we know of that we could actually like get in tune with? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, would you do a dolphin-assisted birth?
I feel like I would.
What would your boyfriend say if you come home, you're like, babe, we're gonna need a dolphin? Like, I can't, like, what would he say?
He's one of those that's too realistic with everything.
But like, what would he say to you, Delianny?
He'd be like, do you have the money? He'll be like, where are we getting that from?
Yo.
Like, literally, he puts everything, like, he won't make my dreams come true. No. He'll be like, well, we don't
who's
have
gonna control the dolphin?
Who's gonna control the dolphins? Where are we gonna get it from? And I'm like, you kill the fun.
What would your family say? You think they would support it?
I feel like they would, but they would be also baffled. They'll be like, how? Why?
Esta es Delianny.
Yeah.
No quiere comer carne, está comiendo tecimos. Y ahorita está con... Now she wants to chill with the dolphins. Like, yo.
Yeah. They'll call me crazy. Or one loving thing they love to say, oh, she's a hippie. Something like that.
Facts.
That's what they'll say. I just know it.
Fact. That's what my brother called me. Like, when I was going through, like, all, like, my changes, positive changes, he was just like, yo, like, come on, modern hippie girl, get out of here. Like, that's what he used to call me. That's crazy. So, yeah, dolphin-assisted births. Are we for it? Nadine, are you going to do it? Oh, man, I don't know. I feel like these things, they start to trend, and then you never know. But I know you got to need money for it.
Yeah, a lot.
So, talk about trending. Let's talk about some fashion trends. Fashion. Yes. What do you feel like are the worst fashion trends you have ever witnessed?
Oh.
Where you're just like, my eyes.
I feel like something that's like maybe not that common, but I hate Uggs.
Uggs?
Yeah.
Really?
I would see everybody like...
You never owned a pair of Uggs?
The only reason I owned one was because I was gifted one when I was younger.
Okay.
And which somehow once I hit puberty, I kept the same age and the same size. So my shoe size, Uggs, and I had those Uggs specifically for so long because they fit me and they didn't really go bad. Mm-hmm. So I used them for like cold, but it wasn't like what I based my style.
It wasn't
around.
your go-to.
There's people that's just all you see. Once fall starts, that's all you see. Them waist, face, anything. And I'm like, it's not that serious. Like, I don't know. It's just, I don't like it.
What's worse is like, so like, my thing is like, I have Uggs, but those are like my emergency shoes. I'm like, yo, what's cold? I gotta put something on to go to the store. Yeah. Like, I swear to, because they're so easy. You don't gotta tie them. You just put them on. But the worst, and I know anybody who's viewing this could co-sign with me on this. The worst is when you see a Ugg and that shit bent. You know what I'm talking about? It's like the Ugg is that torcido. The Ugg is like this. Like, damn. I wish I could show you. Mm-hmm. But like anybody that knows what I'm talking about, it looks like her Ugg is trying to walk away from her. Like, oh my God. Like, or him, because, you know.
Throw it out.
Exactly. It just looks so crazy. And I know people know what I'm talking about. It's like, your Ugg look weak. How is that possible? Like, it just looks weak. Yo, let's look at this check-in. I have nasty. Oh my God, they're checking. Yo, we got Ernesto. Ernesto, let me know how you feel about Uggs. How you feel about Uggs? Like, when you see somebody come into the store, how do you feel about Uggs? Like, and it's not cold. I'm judging you. Yeah. Yo, if you come in wearing Uggs and it's hot, I'm like, yo, her ankles are sweating. You know the back of her knee is sweating. Nah.
When they start, no.
Yo, oh, thank you, Millie. She was in here. Yo, our check-in was popping right now. All right, yes, the next boyada, Millie, let me know. Oh, shit, we got Dizzle Baby in the building. Okay. I love this. So, any other fashion trends, my love, that you will not miss?
That's one thing. Like, I wish I was more into fashion. Mm-hmm. I feel like I've never had my own fashion sense. Yeah. Just because a lot of my family used to give me like hand-me-downs, you can say. And even though they weren't bad, it's just I got it from different people at different times that I felt like I didn't have my own sense of style. I kind of just took it. I'm like, okay, it's functional.
Were you the middle child?
No, so my family story is a little weird and twisted, but I'm basically from my mom and dad. I'm the first child, but I do have siblings.
Other siblings?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to think of a fashion trend that I will not miss. If I had to think of a fashion trend that I will not miss, Chinese slippers. I still can't believe that was a thing. That was way before you, but anybody who's a 90s child, 2000s, even like mommy, it was literally, I'm gonna show you what this was, and the fact that, yo, Marv, do you remember Chinese slippers? Yo, the fact that this was even like a thing. Yo, you used to go, I don't even know, I ain't gonna lie, I had Chinese slippers, but this was a trend when I was like, it was definitely a 2001, 2002. So Chinese slippers, I'm gonna show you this thing. I'm gonna show you what it looks like.
Ernesto said tea for toes.
That was fashion.
But that's if you go to DR, that's the first thing you
Girl,
see a
but there
grandma
were
wearing.
women making outfits with this. They'd be like, yo, I got my blue Chinese slippers. I'm gonna wear a blue belt. I'm gonna wear a blue belt. And it was just like, and I'm not gonna lie, I had a pair of Chinese slippers. I just had a pair of black ones though. Like I kept it classic. I was like, all right, I'm gonna try this or whatever. That is something that I'm like, yo, we really took it there. Or like, what's another one that I'm like, you know what? If I had to think about it. All right, I'm gonna say it. Come after me. I'm tired, and I'm not gonna say the group that usually does this, but I'm tired of people wearing beat up Air Forces.
Oh my God, don't talk to me. I have Air Forces right now.
Yeah, but Delianny, let me look at them.
Let's see. Do I consider the beauty?
Nah, that's acceptable.
Okay.
That's acceptable. I'm talking about, yo, they're dirty. Like, they look dirty, like dirty. And I'm like, in my era, is all about, yo, you call those crispy whites, like, or icy whites. Like, that was like my thing. So like, I'm like, yo, don't, like, that's the worst thing. Like, yo, I feel like a battered relationship gets treated right than a fucked up Air Force. Like, it's just crazy. Like, to me, it is just disrespectful. Like, like sometimes I be seeing people come in, I'm like, yo, just buy new ones.
No, you know what that reminds me of? I don't know if you've seen like the new Balenciaga campaign.
Exactly. How? Yo,
like,
I will
y'all making fun of who? Because their clothing is like,
yo,
this has to be a joke. Has to be a joke.
Everybody, I hope you guys seen it. It's the new Balenciaga shoe, and it literally looks like a rat chewed through it, and then you threw it in a sewage.
Yeah.
It literally looks like that, and I can't even tell you how much it is, but I swear to God, this is how Hispanic my family is. When I started wearing ripped jeans, they're like, Jasmine, why are you buying clothes that are broken?
My goodness.
That was like my father, infamous for that. Like when I had like ripped hats and stuff like that, and that's a style that they do. It's like a shredded style. They're like, pero por qué? Está roto. They're like, it's broken. Like, why you spend money on that? And my mom's like, I could do that for you. Like, yo, I swear to God. Let's see if the check-in got any type of fashion trends that they see that they wanted to go. Ooh, offer. Why your nasty toes? Your Tifa toes, you did say that. The flower, different colors. We got Delia Maldando, you know? She knows about the Chinese slippers. Why? 2 for $12. Yo, facts. That's how they used to be, like 2 for 10. All the different colors. We got Dizzle, baby. Those purses from when we were 13 and 14. Yup, the long glittery ones. The sequence ones. That was a thing. Yo, there was some fashion mistakes. Van Dutch hats. Yes.
Oh, I remember that.
But Von Dutch is coming back. I saw that. I mean, I recently saw it on TikTok. That is making like a comeback, but yeah. Bergen Light. Yo, Ernesto.
That is facts.
Yo. Oh, we got vegan wine, light up belts. I remember that. I remember
I don't think
that.
I've ever seen that one.
No?
No.
Barb, you remember light up belts? I remember light up belts. You used to have to go to like a Chinese store to get them. Yeah, on like Main Street.
That's crazy.
Definitely. Facts. I hated baby fat jackets. I'm dead. Yo, baby fat was a thing.
No, I don't think
it's not as big as it used to be back then, but I remember that. Back then, you don't want a baby fat jacket. You want a North Face.
Yeah.
You want a North Face. You want a Marmot. Those were the jackets to have. Yep. Damn. You guys are with me on this. I love this. Oh my God. Time is almost gone. I love when we're having a good time. You know it's a good time when the time is like going so quick. All right. We're going to get into one last topic before we go. And just because I'm curious, like how my water drinkers are. Are you a cold water drinker or a room temperature water drinker? Which mommy are you?
I'm a room temperature.
Me 3. I refuse to drink ice cold water.
My whole family knows that. Like, yeah, I don't like cold water like that.
Me neither. I don't know what it is. Like, it's not that like my teeth are sensitive.
Yeah.
Pero it's like
not it.
Yeah, like I'm not a fan of brain freeze.
Me neither.
I don't like stuff like that. I don't know. Like,
I like to enjoy my water. Like,
yo,
to go
facts.
smoothly.
Yeah, like I like to chug my water. So to me, room temperature is fine. We don't want it hot. And also, keep
hot.
this. Don't get it confused, guys. Room temperature is not hot water.
No.
So
this is perfect right here.
Exactly. I drank my whole thing. So I want to know, anybody who's viewing this right now, are you guys cold water mommies or room temperature mommies or poppies? Or them. I feel like you gotta be neutral. Yo, Marv, I got a question. Room temperature or ice cold water? Room temperature. Yo, room temperature wins. We got three.
Everybody in my fam's like, you're crazy. Like my grandma and me, we love room temperature water. Yes. Everybody else is like cold. Why would you even think about it, room temperature?
Loca.
Like, yep.
Loca. What is that TikTok? Crazy, girl.
Yeah.
Crazy.
You crazy.
Oh my God. All right, let's see what the check-in says. We got Ernesto, cold seltzer versus flat water. Yeah. Yo, I got a story for this. You answer it first. Seltzer or flat water?
It has to be seltzer. I like a little bit of
Really?
fizz.
A little bubbly? A little bubbly?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mine's flat. But there's a reason for that. Yo, my mom traumatized me with seltzer water. I don't know if it's a Peruvian thing. So my mom is Peruvian. So I'm half Peruvian, half Colombian. And the Peruvian, I don't know what it is about my Peruvian side. They're like, oh, stomach ache, seltzer. So as a kid, my mom was dead ass like feeding me this seltzer water. And like I got traumatized. So now when like I see and Ernesto's probably like, what? I drink seltzer water all the time. He has that fridge stocked. My mouth gets watery. Even right now, I'm talking about seltzer water, and it's like it's trauma. Like I swear to God, it's trauma for me. And when I see people drink it, I'm like, oh.
I like a little, like it's only if I go out or something. But it's not my like favorite. Like to go to is definitely regular water.
Yeah. I wish I could enjoy it.
I like seltzer.
Yeah, I'm
or
traumatized.
Ginger ale.
Ginger ale. Yeah, that's crack. I love ginger ale and real ginger ale, not like the fake Canada Dry. Don't come for me or Seagrams. But I'm talking about ginger beer. Yo, what?
Weird.
You never had ginger beer?
No.
So it's not beer. It's actually like ginger.
Okay.
Like ginger drinks. Like they have I would say like go to Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, you can find, it will literally say ginger beer, but it's not beer. Or if you go to a restaurant, be like, do you have ginger beer? Not ginger ale. I swear to God, Delianny, it will change your world. Yo, shout out to ginger beer. I love you. I love you. All right. So we're getting to the end of this show. Honestly, Delianny, I thank you so much for coming by. I really enjoyed this interview. Thank you so much. Yo, she brought me a present. I didn't even get to try it on, but look, I'm going to try it on camera. I'm going to glisten. But yeah, mommy, while I'm doing this, if you want to give a shout out again, also give your Instagram handle where people can find you, just in case if they missed it the first time.
You can order also in my Instagram, which is Delightful Beauty Products. No space, no cap, no nothing. Just Delightful Beauty Products with an S at the end.
Hey, I feel shiny.
Yes.
I am though. It feels so good and buttery. Like,
I love this product for the summer, like, because I get tan. Like, right now, this is my pale phase.
Wow.
And I probably close to your tan.
Se pone negrita.
Yes, I do. That Dominican, Puerto Rican comes out.
Ew, yes. And thank you so much for bringing this. You know, I will put my legs, but then it will look awkward on camera. But yes, my love, thank you so much for coming by.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, thank you. And, you know, just real quick, because I do want to mention it again, I do have a live giveaway. And guys, please check out the Instagram. It is the third post. It is Lush listen, lush, luxurious products. And it's for free. The rules are simple. You just got to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. And most importantly, share the post. Share it to everybody. Because remember, once we reach 250 subscribers, the winners will be chosen. And there's a first and second prize. And the products are super inclusive, whether you have a bathtub or not. It's literally both. Best of both worlds. So please remember, everybody on the YouTube channel, to like, share, subscribe this channel. Let's get this contest going. And everybody who's been with me on this show, I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting me. You know, love and support is free, and the fact that you guys are giving that to me is giving me life. Again, Delianny, thank you for coming by. And you know what? Shout out to Bravery Studios for always holding it down. Shout out to Marv, the producer. Yeah, so this basically ends our show. We're gonna play some music from Vibe Jones again, and that's it. It's Mina Mendoza, little girl, big personality, queen of spice. Find me here every Wednesday, 4 to 6 p.m. and we're out.
Can I take you on this ride? Laid up on the grass and looking at the sky. How I wish that every day could bring bliss. I'm meant to manifest in days like this. I am on my path and I cannot deny. There is more than life I can't even describe. Listen to the birds and bees and feel the breeze. Move my senses and in time I soon will see. Restless, so restless, I cannot forget this. This feeling so hectic, illusions rejected. What I thought I knew ain't really new. There is more to the eye than they teach you. Illuminate, cause you are wondrous, wondrous. Illuminate, cause I am wondrous, wondrous. Clarity will be my melody.